A blind knight that uses echolocation, viewing the dark, treacherous world through sound. Trapped in a dungeon keep, endangered by combatants, where hazards lurk around every corner. Make sound to have vision, or don't and be stealthy. Avoid impaling threats throughout the dungeon to escape. Engage with other prisoners.
Rogue Knight I've been hearing about. Could you find the key and unlock my cell?
Free them to fight back with more allies.
Let's take this guy.
The dungeon labyrinth has many paths and even more traps. Struggle through the darkness to find your freedom.
An empty plastic bottle would give you 50 cents. A soda can, 60 cents. A used food container, 80. Wondering why I know this? Because that's my job. I am a trash picker at my school.
Harry, the trash prince is on a roll today. And how was your trashy affair with Bella coming? She lets you kiss her with that stink?
Their words don't bother me. They don't know why I do what I do. And my secret. I edge close to my class when I hear Bella and her friend talking.
You can't be serious, Bella. You want me to break up with him for you?
I would do it myself if his poverty didn't give me the creeps.
You are unbelievable.
I come face to face with Bella's friend. She knew I heard the conversation and couldn't meet my eyes. She hands me the new phone I bought for Bella and walks away. I saved for months to buy her this phone. I walk down the empty corridor with a heavy heart, pick the phone out of the box, slip my SIM in, and switch it on. When... Harry Parker, you have passed the poverty test? You are now the heir to Parker family's billions worth of assets?
If Harry is a billionaire, why does he work as a trash picker? What is his big secret? Why did he not reveal his billionaire status to Bella? To know more, listen to the audio series Destiny Reloaded, only on Pocket FM.
Presentation. Welcome in one and all to Mission O for the third time ever. We're racing the Mission R on an oval track here in companion with the Sunday Top Split Strength of Field broadcast for the Mission R Challenge. Today is the first day we're going off script, and we are running at a track voted on by the drivers. It's a short track here, Legacy Phoenix, for the third ever edition of Mission O. And we're already gridding up here for the heat race. It's time to go. First up here with the pole, Matt Schlosser on top once again. I believe that's his second heat race pole this season. AJ Coley on the front row. How about it? He'll line up on the outside of the front row. Sean Begley then will start in third. JJ Wang on row number 2 as well. Amy Grimmy and Rebecca Davin then on row number 3. It's Christopher Kresge and Roald Mulder on row 4. Ellis Spice and Sean Bowman. And that is your 10-driver lineup here. I believe Michael Haller was also here at one point, maybe not here anymore. But regardless, at least 10 drivers getting ready to get after it here at Legacy Phoenix. 7-minute heat race, 14-minute feature. And today, we're using the brakes. So, not going to be much of an issue here to worry about charging that battery. This is by far the shortest oval that will be on the calendar here this season. Charlotte in 2 weeks. Then it is either one of the versions of Atlanta. We've not decided yet. But regardless, that'll be difficult, even if it's the 08 version. And then we'll finish things off at Homestead. So all 1.5 miles or more. We've opened things up with 2 super speedway races. It's time to go. Run away. Oh, there's a problem already. 2 around. That's Kresge, the one that got tagged there big time. Gonna stay green. Schlosser with the early lead. J.J. Wang up to second. Coley, Bagley, and Grimmy then the top 5. And this is an open set. These drivers can manipulate this car however they wish. Normally on the Mission R Challenge, they just have the opportunity to change the brake bias. But there's only a few settings really that you can change on this car. Schlosser, Wang, and Kresge, really the 3 experienced oval drivers, at least here on turn 200, the ones that we know of. Kresge's been taken out of the running here early. Schlosser and Wang both with a number of successes, both in the Daredevil Series and in Truck 200. Schlosser as well accomplished with the Venom Truck Series, 2 times a winner in that series. Those are both on road courses. Look at this gaggle here. This is Ellis Spice leading Rebecca Davin. That was Sean Bowman that just got rooted up off the bottom, and Royal DeMulder. Oh, that was a hard shot there. Spice into the wall, and that's going to open things up for somebody to take advantage. Not sure if anybody will, though. They're racing in formation. J.J. Wang has cut the gap up to race leader Matt Schlosser to about half a second now. We'll just wait to see how this battle shakes out before we head back up front for the remainder of this race. Spice slipping back. Grimmy takes the spot. DeMulder now on the outside. With an invert for the feature here, Spice may be looking for an opportunity to get up front early and stay there for our feature race. Schlosser's opened that gap back up now. J.J. Wang falling back towards A.J. Coley here in third. We were on board with Coley there for a little while at Redskogan just a little bit ago. Listening to Angry Tires. Not sure if they're going to sound any angrier than this. These tires are going to take a beating. Whew. When your right hand is at 12 o'clock on the steering wheel, you are putting some strain on the front tires of this car. Comfortable lead for Matt Schlosser, and maybe he'll be happy to hear that the driver that has won the heat race this season in each event has gone on to win the feature as well. JJ did it at Monza. James Watson did it at Daytona a couple weeks ago. This is the closest grouping we've got out on the track right now. DeMulder equidistant from Ellis Spice behind him and Rebecca Davin in front of him. Christopher Kresge's done a nice job to try and catch up, make at least one pass here. He's got Sean Bowman. Might be able to get to him by the end of this one. To the unfortunate early accident there. We'll go back and take a look at that actually while we've got a little bit of time. That is Kresge, and that was unfortunate, but that'll happen. Coley might make a move here on J.J. Wang, and he will. This is for second. All this 2.5 seconds behind Matt Schlosser, who is checked out up front. Should be 2 laps to go at the line. Spice trying to track down DeMilder once again. Up front, there's Schlosser across the line. This will be the white flag. Can Coley look for a final lap pass here at Phoenix to move himself up to the silver medal? Great heat race for Matt Schlosser. He's to the stripe, and he'll win it. JJ, AJ, Sean, and Amy Grimmy, the top 5. There's Rebecca Davin in P6. A way to survive after the opening lap contact with Christopher Kresge. Roll DeMilder in 7th. Ella Spice then will crash in 8th. Sean Bowman and then Christopher Kresge, who should be starting on the pole here for the feature race after the unfortunate happenings there. So we'll see what he's got up at the front of the field. And I don't think I put the invert on there. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see what Matt Schlosser's got then from starting from the pole once again. J.J. Wang, A.J. Coley, Sean Begley, Amy Grimmy, Rebecca Davin, Roll DeMulder, Ella Spice, Sean Bowman, and Christopher Kresge. Nobody in the driver comms that we could talk to here, but the gridding is already done. We are rolling out once again. 15-minute race. Again, no battery conservation here. We will have cautions if there is a problem here in the feature. So looking to avoid a similar problem there to the start of the last event. An opportunity to change a couple of things here maybe before the start of this feature race. Pace track is off. Let's do it again. Already some scraping of the wall there, Sean Begley. As here's J.J. Wang to the top side, Schlosser having to defend. Coley underneath. Coley looking for second and will take it. There's Grimmy to P4. Schlosser with the early getaway. Continues to show his way up front. playing defense now on Sean Begley. J.J. Wang looking to get back up to second here, all chasing Matt Schlosser. J.J., a two-time series champion, the Mission O, or rather the Mission R, excuse me. Knows how to conserve tires. Is that what he's doing right now, knowing that this race is double the length of the last one? Kresge up 2 spots from where he started. DeMulder and Bowman have faded back to 9th and 10th. Kresge looking to pick his way up through the field here. All while Schlosser continues to lead. Coley and Wang on the podium. Grimmie and Begley the top 5. Not too far behind is Rebecca David. David searching around. Move up to that top side. Treacherous territory. Rebecca's going to pay there, at least in the short term. Begley thought about a move on Grimmie, but it doesn't materialize. That group has lost this battle for second. Same thing we just saw in the heat, but a bit of role reversal. And there goes Sean Begley. David up to the top side. Finally starting to make it work. This is the battle for 5th. Well, Spice creeping into the picture here as well. David, not content, immediately makes the move on Grimmie here, down low into 1. How about that? One move straight into the other and a little slide job to boot. Can't quite make it work. Grimmie going to fight back. Oh, I thought Begley was thinking about 3 wide there. Oh, another lunge. Oh! Can't tell if they actually made contact or not. You gonna save it? No. Around they go. That was David. An impressive job not to hit anything. Those rear tires are gonna be aching. Coley with some separation back to J.J. Wang now. They're all trailing Matt Schlosser by about 2 seconds. Should make it a little bit more. Beneficiary of all that is Christopher Kresge, shot up into the top 5 now. Well, Begley and Spice are sort of checking up for the incident and doing a little bit of avoiding. Kresge rolls right on through. Gains quite a few positions there. I want to go back and see if we can see if there was some contact. It's going to be well before this. And from that, it sure doesn't look like there is, but we could go to the rear chase here. From the other angle, it doesn't look like they made contact, but certainly the sim likes to think that they did. That's a pretty impressive save, not to hit the wall there, regardless, by Rebecca David, still running in 9th. Hasn't dropped all the way down the standings here. Coley with some separation back to J.J. Wang, 0.8 of a second. So Coley is plowing ahead here. This is still a bit of a grouping back here. Ellis Spice, Sean Begley, Rawls, and Mulder. trying to work the outside. Get back up to 6th. And is going to make it stick. Nicely done. This is your race leader, Matt Schlosser. Bagley trying to catch up to Christopher Kresge to move himself into the top 5. Six and a half minutes to go, and despite all the successes that have come Matt Schlosser's way, I don't believe he's ever won a race here on the channel. We just announced it a couple of days ago. I believe June 6th, June 8th, Saturday, June 8th. We'll be having the first ever Turn 200 All-Star race comprised exclusively of winners from the past 365 days here on the channel. Currently, there are 68 drivers on that list. Matt Schlosser would like to be the 69th here today. Make himself eligible. DW12s at Auto Club. Under the lights. And the only way that you can get in that race is to be a race winner here on Turn 200. Kresge under fire. Ellis Spice up to the top rope there. Oh boy, that was a shot. That's going to be some wheel damage for sure on the 59 machine for Bagley. As much as this car already does not want to turn, that is not going to help things at all. Some contact there for DeMolder as well. AJ Coley just had a big moment. He lost 2 or 3 tenths to the lead and to JJ Wang as well. We'll go back to this battle here inside of 5 minutes to go. That's DeMolder trying to shoot the middle. And probably thinks better of it. Impressive that Bagley could take that shot into the wall and still be hanging on to this car. Spice trying to roll the bottom here. He's going to lose another position to DeMolder. There's JJ Wang quietly in third, slipped away from AJ Coley. Coley 2 3/4 of a second behind the race leader, Matt Schlosser, who just put Sean Bowman a lap down. And you know what? I'm kind of dumb. I said Matt Schlosser's never won a race on the channel before. He certainly has. So he would not add his name to that list. He's already on it, because he's 2 times a winner with the Venom Truck Series. I even said that on this broadcast. Oh, the things you forget. Allspice has got a good look at the battle here between Demulder and Begley. They continue to go at it. Getting after it here. Inside of 2 minutes to go, boy! Robin's racing here on the short tracks. This is the only battle we've got here on track, but it's a pretty good one. Jay Coley's cut into the gap for the lead just a little bit. But is just about out of time unless something happens to Matt Schlosser up front. Oh, Begley pounds the wall again. Spice looking for the 3 wide. Oh, there's Begley with a Ross Chastain. He may lose 2 spots and will. So with that settled, we'll go back up to the front of the field here. On the 2 to go, coming to the white flag here, Matt Schlosser. Looking to make it 3 for 3 this season here for Mission O for drivers to win the heat and the feature. First 2 races had a full field invert. For whatever reason, this race did not. This was probably the race that needed it the most as well. But you still have to execute. And Matt Schlosser has done just that. Schlosser out of turn 4 to take the checkered flag, and Matt Schlosser wins Mission O at Phoenix. Great race for AJ Coley. He'll finish P2. JJ Wang will make it another podium here on Mission O. Amy Grimmie in 4th. Christopher Kresge, great comeback for him, having to start all the way at the tail of the field. He will round out the top 5. And Rebecca Davin with the Chastain in the final corner to take 8th. I'm sure that is what just happened. We're going to have to go back and look, though. Oh, absolutely. Full send. We're going to go kick pod for this one. All that for 1 spot at the end. Incredible. Come back out to Matt Schlosser, who has just completed his burnouts here at Phoenix. And we'll talk to, hopefully, all of your podium drivers, but for sure we'll at least talk to the top 2. Oh, they're all there. Perfect. This is how things finish up here today. Just ran through it, but we'll run through it again. As the win for Matt Schlosser, 2nd for AJ Coley. Maybe. There we go. Matt Schlosser with the win, AJ Coley, JJ Wang, Amy Grimmie, and Christopher Kresge, Roll DeMulder, Ellis Spice, Rebecca Davin, Sean Begley, and Sean Bowman then will round things out. It's back-to-back interviews here for JJ Wang. Podium finish here for you today at Phoenix. It looked tough out there.
Yeah, it's, you know, I told Sean that this was pretty fun. And then I saw Matt just blow the doors off me, and I went, oh my god. But, you know, if there's ever a case for, you know, oval talent, just put this back to back and you'll see it. I was driving my heart out. I don't know if it's a settings thing. Sean and I discussed what settings kind of Matt may be doing. Maybe it might not be setting; it could just be likely just talent. But like, yeah. But happy to see Matt win. Happy to see kind of AJ get their podium. So overall, can't really complain. I did have fun just driving this. I wish we could put this more in short tracks, but suffice it to say, I'm thankful that there's no ovals on the strength of field.
Well, yeah. Back-to-back interviews. I know you got your shout-outs in earlier, but we'll give it to you again here.
Yeah, big thanks to all of the PMR community. A lot of us are IndyCar fans, and the race just started, or started when this race started. So I'm very thankful that everybody kind of came out. We got a really good, pretty decent grid, I feel, for such a niche car on an oval. Big thanks to you for doing this, of course. Can't say that enough. Big thanks to TWRS overall. Maybe I can talk to them about like what to do on ovals, perhaps, if we do more short tracks. But yeah, and my sincere congrats to AJ and Matt.
Alrighty, partner. Go enjoy the IndyCar race. We'll talk to you again here soon.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Alrighty, your second place finisher today, AJ Coley, is up in booth 200, I think, for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. Regardless, welcome and congrats.
Thank you very much. It's great to finally be in one of these.
Well, I mean, you looked right at home up front. I mean, you were in third there in the heat race, trying to make moves around JJ. You finally get that move done at the start of the feature. And then you checked out after that.
Yeah, JJ shared some of the setup tips in the heat, and that's what allowed me to get past. The only thing I was doing different was I was trying to change the front roll bar a bit to see if that helped, but I wasn't sure whether I was even doing the right thing or not there. But yeah, glad to be on an oval where I actually have some pace.
Is that your usual forte, is oval racing?
Yeah, the vast majority of what I do on here is oval, usually the 87 series.
Oh, wow. So you've got experience working with absolute dump trucks here on some of these shorter ovals then.
Oh yeah, they make these cars feel really fast.
Well, congrats to you on the podium here today. Do you have anybody you want to shout out or say hi to?
I think just shout out to the whole community that supports this series, and to you for broadcasting and keeping the popularity going.
Well, thank you, partner, and congrats to you on the podium here today. Go celebrate. We'll hopefully talk to you again here soon.
I hope so. Thank you. Bye.
Alrighty, Matt Schlosser now in booth 200 once again as the race winner. Congrats.
Hey, thanks, Tommy. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. A shorter race here today with a car that doesn't like to turn very much. I would imagine that was a little bit taxing.
Yeah, it was a challenge. I definitely, I think, burned up the tires a good amount trying to make speed, and luckily, in both races I had enough of a cushion to not give any of that lead back too much. But yeah, it was. I thought it turned okay once you kind of got the hang of it. Turning the drive bias all the way back definitely helps. You could use brake bias to get it to rotate, and it was fun. Like, I enjoyed driving it up off the turns, and only hit the wall a couple times, which is good by my standards. So it was a good time for me, for sure.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. And I said at one point in the broadcast you've won multiple times here on the channel before, and then I seemed to forget that I said that and said that this was going to be your first win. It's not your first win. But I think maybe your first win in the Mission R here. This is not an oval car. You are a good short oval driver. Glad to see that you and the car were able to make it work here today in pretty convincing fashion.
Thanks. Yeah, no, it's definitely my first win in this car. It's I do like the short ovals. Phoenix, especially old Phoenix, is a fun one for me. I like the kind of slidey aroundiness of it. And yeah, it was definitely a fun race.
Alrighty, partner. Let's get some shout outs going for you here. Who do you want to thank here?
Yeah, hey, shout out to JJ and the other guys who put on all the admin stuff for Mission R and Mission O. Definitely a really cool little league and community, and I like doing it when I can. And thanks to Turn 200 as always for the broadcast. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right, partner, go celebrate. We'll talk to you again here soon.
All right, take care. Thanks.
And that's about all we got for you here today, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us here in both of our races. I just remembered where we'll be at next week for the Mission R Challenge. It is Road America next week is when you can catch us next on Sunday. 2 weeks from now, we'll be at Charlotte with Mission O. The Charlotte Oval, that is. Yeah, that's about all we got for you here today. Be sure to catch us for the ASRL Sports Car Championship on Wednesday evening around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time from Imola. That is where we'll be at here on Wednesday night. Thursday night, the Max B CNC Home Designs Truck Series at Dover. And again, Mission R Challenge Top Split Strength of Field broadcast next Sunday afternoon from Road America. That's all we got for you here today. Until we meet again, I'm Tommy Cook saying so long from Legacy Phoenix Raceway, where Matt Schlosser conquers Mission O. This has been a live broadcast on Turn 200. Be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of when we go live next. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.